Unscripted.
You know, I have to say, this is a video that I was very much looking forward to doing, and I'm looking forward to doing it for multiple reasons. One of the reasons I was most looking forward to doing it was I just think that people should be excited by the fact that, you know, console gaming doesn't look like it's going anywhere, right? And what I mean by that is, for the longest time, we've all had to sort of deal with this idea that video games are going to only be available in the cloud and things like that. You know, at the end of the day, this is really just, like, I think a lot of fear-mongering and stuff like that. We honestly don't have to worry about that. I think that, you know, as far as what I've been able to tell and what we can tell from the various providers and stuff like that, most people don't seem to be too interested in consuming their video games that way, which I definitely take as a good thing. And when I was talking about what was going on with the PlayStation 5 and things like that the other day, I also mentioned that Stadia took a hit, and they closed down all their exclusive studios and laid off all their workers, unfortunately, and canceled all their exclusive games, you know, pretty much making it one step closer to actually closing down and things like that. So with that being said, we do have some incredible stuff going on with the PlayStation 5. They just got announced, and it's almost too much to talk about. It really puts things into perspective in terms of what you know they've been able to accomplish. And I got to tell you what, Sony just managed to do it again, and I just am blown away by what we're seeing. They've managed to, like, break all records and stuff like that. So this is absolutely incredible stuff that we've seen, and I'm very excited, to say the least. This is really, really huge stuff. So we might as well get started. I'm rambling, I'm babbling. It's just one of those things. I just really do love to see competition, and I love to see when these things kind of come together like this. It's such a good thing, and you know, it's always nice to see kind of gamers react to this stuff. So what's up, everybody? Crapgamer here with Crapgamer Reviews, back with another video. Thank you so much for checking it out. I really do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. I would appreciate that as well. It helps out the channel, and it means a lot to me personally. If you're looking for a way to help out a small little channel like mine, the best way to do it, a simple like. It goes a long way, but means a lot to me personally. YouTube doesn't really sound out a lot of notifications for me, so if you wouldn't mind hitting the bells and also hit all notifications, because otherwise you're not going to get notified. Just keeping it real. Shout out to all the old subscribers, new subscribers, and everybody in between. You are fantastic. Thank you so much for rocking out with me. So I want to get into this. We've gotten Nintendo's financials. We've gotten Microsoft's financials. Both of them broke their own records respectively, but nobody could have predicted what Sony was about to do, and they absolutely destroyed previous records and things like that. This is absolutely incredible to see, exactly what they were able to do. And, you know, again, this is something that I feel like a lot of people are going to be talking about for a long time. Now, today, during Sony's quarterly conference call for investors and analysts, Chief Financial Officer Hiroki Totoki talked about the launch of the PlayStation 5. Now, according to Totoki-san, the company predicts that to record its highest profit in PlayStation history this fiscal year, despite the hardware transition, as the profitability structure of the business has changed dramatically due to the expansion of network services. They shipped 4.5 million PlayStation 5 units by the end of December, and Totoki-san added that Sony is on track to match its goal of 7.6 million units by the end of March, despite not being able to fully meet the demand from customers. That being said, Sony is continuing to do everything in its power to ship as many units as possible to customers who are waiting for PlayStation 5. Now, due to stay-at-home orders and the launch of the PS5, a very high level of user engagement has been reached, and the combined PlayStation game time in December was approximately 30% higher year on year. Now, as the end of December, 87% of PlayStation 5 users were subscribers to PlayStation Plus, which is considered an extremely high level. Totoki-san also mentioned that Sony had more games at the launch of the PS5 than at any other previous console launch in the company's histories, and they have sold well. For instance, Marvel's Spider-Man Miles Morales recorded an estimate sell-through to customers of 4.1 million units by the end of December. So keep in mind, okay, Spider-Man Miles Morales came out November at the launch date of the PS5, and So it had 6 weeks on the charts and sold 4.1 million units by the end of December. That's absolutely incredible. Sony also said that they intend to enhance the appeal of PlayStation Network services offerings. So again, they're going to continue to appeal to people with the services. I've said this time and time again, folks. Sony does this the right way, the more traditional way, and I'm not really knocking Microsoft. Microsoft is forced to do things the way they're forced to do things. But if you're a hardcore console gamer, which would you rather go to? The company that's like, yeah, please, we've got all these great exclusives, we got all this extra content, buy our platform and we're going to make sure you feel special. Or you're going to go to the one where the guy's repeatedly telling you he doesn't care if you buy his console. Like, to me, if you sell a bunch of consoles, you can sell a bunch of software and you can sell a bunch of services. Like, it doesn't make sense to do it any other way. I get that you can put your stuff on a phone, but that's not really attracting a hardcore gamer that's going to stick around. So the fact that Sony's been able to do this, it's just unbelievable. This wasn't even the only good news that they had. So they announced their results. 4.5 million PS5s and 1.4 million PS4 units were purchased by retailers worldwide, which means the grand total of PS4 as of December 31st is 115 million units. And I, of course, will link this so you guys can check it out. Sales, which is a record, were up 40% year on year due to increases in software and add-on content and hardware sales due to the PlayStation 5 launch. Profits have also grown significantly year on year due to the increase in game software sales. PlayStation Plus sales and higher profit margins on the PS4, partly offset by expenses created by the release of the PlayStation 5 and the fact that the new console is sold at a loss. So the forecast for the full fiscal year has been adjusted upward due to higher than expected sales of software, network services, and peripherals on the revenue side. Growth in the profit side is expected to be generated by higher than expected software and network services sales and cost reductions. Now, additional documentation revealed that PlayStation Plus subscribers was at 47.4 million as of December 31st, which is almost 50 million. Think about that. That's crazy. You have almost 50 million paying subscribers on PlayStation Plus. PlayStation Network had 114 million monthly active users. Again, they're doing super good. It's incredible to see that they've been able to pull off this and kind of accomplish all this kind of stuff. Obviously, Sony is forecasting their biggest division, PlayStation division, in the current fiscal year, which ends in March, will be the biggest year in revenue for any console manufacturer in history. And they've already completed 3/4 of it, so it's safe to assume Sony will actually get there. And, it really just shows how enormous the PlayStation brand is worldwide and how big PSN is for them as well. So again, they were able to kind of just go out there and do their own thing. And I just feel like what they've been able to accomplish has been nothing short of a miracle, considering that we're sort of in lockdown and all this kind of stuff. And again, this is a big props to Sony for being able to get out there and achieve this kind of stuff, right? Like, Sony themselves have done a really good job of kind of getting out there and getting ahead of what gamers have been talking about for a long time. And, you want to keep your fans busy. You want to keep your fans busy. You want to give them stuff to play. You want to give them games to play. And so thankfully, they've been able to continue to do that. This is exactly what it takes to be, really, really in that flow of things, and they seem to be in that flow of things. Now, when it comes to like Microsoft, I feel like Microsoft took a little bit of a different kind of turn, and there were people, unfortunately, that predicted that Microsoft would actually outsell what PlayStation was doing. That was never really going to happen for numerous reasons. Listen, I'm not going to knock Xbox. They chose a path. It's kind of their own thing. And, at the end of the day, they kind of are going to have to pay for the things that they did poorly. And unfortunately, they did games poorly. And that's something that when you make a video game console, that's something that you really don't want to do. That you don't really want to be known for that. That's the thing that I would kind of stress, is you don't want to be known for doing really lousy games, and that's unfortunately what Microsoft is known for. That trust level just isn't there for them, and that's really unfortunate. But at the end of the day, Sony breaking all kinds of record, predicting breaking the all-time record for their next quarter, and just goes to show you, man, you put out a great console, you focus on your console, you're going to sell a ton of subscriptions, you're going to sell a ton of software. In fact, they've broken the software sales record of all time with the PS4 already. PS5's looking hotter than ever, more exclusives coming. Given that they're predicting so much, that could be a good indicator that maybe God of War Ragnarok will indeed release this year. I can imagine that driving some incredible sales for PlayStation. I will link all this stuff in the description below. Please check it out at your own leisure. Thank you so much for watching another one of my videos. Have a great day. Rack 'em up. Game on, my friends. Game on. Crapgamer out.
Unscripted.